They rear-ended me at high speed. Clear fault. State Farm, the at-fault driver's insurer, accepted responsibility. Case closed, right? Wrong. What happened next wasn't a negotiation. It was a rigged game. They used stolen cars, junk data, and lies to try and cheat me out of thousands. So I did what no one expected. I went to war. And I didn't just fight back. I exposed a billion-dollar scam with nothing but emails, screenshots, and stubbornness. If you've ever been lied to, dismissed, or made to feel powerless by a massive company, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're ready to see what happens when an underdog becomes the loudest voice in the room. Because this isn't just a revenge story. It's a roadmap for justice. This story starts with a crash. A high-speed rear-end collision that totaled my car. State Farm, the other driver's insurer, accepted liability. That should have made things simple. But instead, it kicked off a nightmare. They sent me a payout offer based on a vehicle valuation tool called CCC1. But something felt off. The price was thousands below what my car was actually worth. I dug into the report. It was built on only 2 comparable vehicles, both from out of state. One of them, reported stolen. The other, had 70,000 more miles than mine. Neither was even for sale anymore. This wasn't negotiation. This was fraud. Worse, when I asked for the full insurance policy, which is my legal right in New Mexico, they denied me. Twice. I tried escalating. My emails were rerouted to the same person I was complaining about. They cut off my rental early. They delayed everything until the damage was done. I realized something dark. This wasn't incompetence. This was design. Most people would have given up. That's the point. They overwhelm you until you stop fighting. But not me. I started documenting. Every call, every email. Screenshots. Statutes. I even recorded a video call with a state insurance rep where they flat out said, "All insurance companies do this." No shame. No accountability. Just a shrug. That's when it clicked. If no one else was going to do anything, I would. I compiled a dossier. Not a folder. Not a packet. 176 pages. Emails. State laws. Valuation reports. Side-by-side comparisons. I printed it out and hand-delivered it to 3 legislative committee chairs in my state. I filed an SEC complaint. I published my story on Medium. It went viral, over 500,000 views. The media ignored it. The state shrugged. But the people paid attention. 2 days ago, I got an email that stopped me in my tracks. The New Mexico Department of Justice. They wanted everything. The exhibits. The emails. The timeline. I wrote the most brutal, clear, and undeniable summary of everything that happened. I copied the Attorney General, the Governor's office, the same 3 legislative chairs, and 25 people total. I even blind copied the media outlets who ignored me the first time. Now it's on the record. They can't unsee it. They can't pretend they didn't know. And if they stay silent now, that silence will be seen. This wasn't just an email. It was a declaration, a challenge, a call to conscience. This started as personal, but now it's public. The billion-dollar fraud machine thought I'd fold. They thought they could toss me a few dollars and I'd go away. Instead, I became the voice too loud for them to silence. And now real investigators are watching. Watching the regulators. Watching the insurers. Watching everyone who turned a blind eye. They underestimated the wrong person. Sometimes, justice doesn't start in a courtroom. It starts in a car crash. With a lie. And one person who refuses to let it slide. Let this be a reminder. Even the most powerful systems can be shaken by the truth. If someone is willing to carry it all the way to the top. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button. Comment below. Have you ever been cheated by a company that thought you were too small to fight back? And of course, subscribe for more true stories of justice, revenge, and resilience. This isn't just content. It's a movement. Be part of it.